Who are we?
That is a very good question. This is We Play Too Much. This is BK Sun.
Rosie.
Arden.
And we are discussing the Nintendo Direct that was broadcast today.
Yes.
It was an interesting Direct. Starting out with Overwatch, which I think is a good get for Nintendo. I see you over there rolling your eyes. It's a good get, though. I mean, Nintendo definitely needs some more shooters, and it's a good pickup. I mean, what we really have is Splatoon. I mean, we do have Fortnite, and we have, like, Paladins, but
yeah,
Overwatch is a pretty decent, well, it's a big name.
Yeah, definitely. But the main problem I would see with picking up Overwatch is, one, it's a little too late to like really get onto the grind with Overwatch because there's so much things that have been added since release, and just certain aspects of the game I don't think would really be seen well on the Switch. Just like the overwhelming amount of like visuals in the game. I feel like it might be a little bit of a problem, but we'll have to see on release just to see.
The trailer looked really nice. I didn't know what it was at first because I haven't played, but I thought the graphics were nice and the colors.
Blizzard does a really good job with trailers. They are like really efficient with how they like to portray their game. But even so, I feel like trailers are very misleading sometimes when it comes to actual gameplay.
Exactly, very easy to manipulate.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, it's a good get. It's not a game with cross-play, so I mean, you're not jumping in and playing against people that are already experienced. It's going to be Switch players playing with Switch players who don't really have a ton of experience with the game. And if they do, they're going to be playing on a new platform. So it's a difference. So, moving on again, I think it was a pretty good get. Second game shown was Luigis Mansion.
It does.
Looks really good. It's a very good looking game. I like the multiplayer that they're adding to it.
Yeah.
Was it online multiplayer though, or was it just?
Was it both?
It might have been both.
I think it's both.
Oh, so if it's online, that's good. Nintendo really does need to step up on the online aspect, but even with that, it's the problem that you have to use the app. More than likely, it's not going to be voice chat through through the system, which is odd because there are developers that make games on the Switch that you can voice chat without having to use the app.
Cool.
Nintendo needs to step up and do that. But again, it's a really good looking game. Some of the environments that they showed were very interesting.
Yeah,
I can't wait to play it.
I definitely think it's a good upgrade from Dark Moon, which even though I didn't beat, it just felt like there was something lacking as far as like areas are concerned, because it's like different mansions, not the same one, so you don't feel attached to like one specific area when you're playing the game. Like they definitely like left that back in the first game, because that game had so many different areas that you just like continue to remember as you play it, and then you can go on after playing it. It's just a different feeling when you're feeling like you see this area and you want to be in that area, but then you can't because you're just going back to a different place, you know?
I didn't really put a lot of... I actually didn't play Dark Moon.
Yeah.
I played the original Luigi's Mansion, but I can't say I beat it. But it definitely was more cohesive, and from what I heard about Dark Moon, it's not cohesive. It's like broken up. And I guess that's being a handheld game. It's kind of expected, but this one looks like it's going back to the roots, and I think that's a really good thing.
This will be the first one I play because I didn't play those other ones.
Are you actually going to play it?
I think so. It looks fun.
Right.
I'll probably have to play it when it's late.
So the next game is a game close to Shayna's heart.
Kirby!
Well, close to Rosie's heart. Kirby. Free-to-play Kirby.
Yes.
A big surprise. I
didn't expect any Kirby.
I expected Kirby because Kirby is a series that
maybe keep pumping out games.
Yeah, they do.
It's not
every year.
It's not like an annual release, but Kirby definitely is one of the series that they get a lot of releases.
Yeah.
So free to play is surprising.
Yeah, I didn't expect that either.
I wonder how they're going to try to monetize it, if they're going to try to monetize it.
It looks so much fun.
It does look fun. It looks nice.
I like the choosing the jobs and stuff. That's pretty cool. And it's kind of like you have to know what works well against the bosses. And hopefully it's like it seems like it's gonna be some of the same bosses. But I like the originals, like the what's the tree's name? Wispy. Yeah. I like those bosses and stuff. So I hope there's those, but I also want some new ones. It seemed like there was a bigger one at the end that looked different. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I haven't played it, but I downloaded it, of course, like right after the direct.
Yeah, you just had me download it too.
We playing, guys.
Yeah, we definitely. We probably should stream that.
I love multiplayer Kirby.
I love multiplayer games, period. And then another positive is that it also has online play. So
yes.
Again, it seems like another step in the right direction because some games that Nintendo should be putting online play and they're not. For example, like Mario Party should have online play for the entire.
It doesn't?
Not for the entire. No.
Oh.
No. 3, we move on to Trials of Mana. Looks really nice.
It does look nice.
Really nice. And being that I just completed my first ever RPG and beating Fire Emblem, I want to get my RPG fix. So I believe that comes out next year though?
I think so.
Oh, I forgot.
It might have been next year.
But it looks really good. It's coming out to all platforms, I believe.
Yeah.
But I've watched some Switch footage from Gamescom, and it looks really nice. It's a huge step up. I played the original Secret of Mana on the 64. Not on the 64, on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
I never completed that either, but I did play. And it was pretty fun. And I know that they remade that one, and they didn't put the effort into it that they're putting into this Mana game. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it does look really good, and I'm definitely like on board with all these RPGs coming back into play. Just like it just feels good playing them, and it just adds so much to have like different varieties of RPGs.
Yes.
Just like different stories, branching stories, all of that. I think it's just such a good idea to bring it back.
It is, and they actually announced well, I don't know if announced, but they showed a few RPGs here today, and I guess we'll be discussing those a little later. The next game was Return of Oberdin. I've heard that it's actually a pretty good game. I don't really know much about it. What I do see is it kind of reminds me, in the art style at least, of, remember Hotel Dusk for the 3DS?
Yes.
That's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah.
You know it's not my type of game. You know.
It looks interesting though. It really does look interesting, and it does, again, in the art style, it kind of reminds me of Hotel Dusk, and then I think you really like, you're solving mysteries, so in no way.
It is a cool concept. I really like that.
Kind of like Hotel Dusk.
My notes say no thanks. So. You know I'm not going to play that.
Yeah, I already know that you're not going to play that. There's not really much to say on that, so we're gonna move on to the next one, which was Little Town Hero, made by Game Freak.
Nice.
It looks really nice.
It looks amazing.
Really beautiful.
It looks really, really good. I'm liking the concept.
Me too.
I like the ability to like have other people in the town help you out.
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing, it's supposed to be an eShop only title.
Oh, okay.
But it's
Music
coming
from
out.
Toby Fox.
Yes.
From Undertale, yes.
From Undertale, yes.
See, I'm obsessed now.
Yes, I already know.
Toby is really good at what he does.
Yeah.
He makes such good music.
So I'm going to have to join and complete Undertale.
Yeah, I mean I haven't completed yet, but yes.
Yeah, but y'all played. I only played the opening and then I stopped. But I am going to play it, even though look.
Judging you.
Don't shake your head. You know how I am with games.
Yes,
I start
you know.
everything and I don't complete a lot of them.
Pokemon.
But Pokemon is next. I'm gonna beat Let's Go Eevee in the lead up to this Sword and Shield. But again, I'm going to have to play Undertale. Especially Undertale got a nice little representation today because not only is Toby Fox composing this game, but then they're also releasing a costume and music for Smash.
Yes.
So,
Which is actually the next thing we're talking about.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, snap. Yes,
good
it is.
segue.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because Banjo and Smash.
Yes. Banjo and
Terry.
No, I didn't.
I was waiting for Waluigi.
I didn't play the what is it?
SNK. Yeah. I think he's a Fatal Fury, and he's also a King of Fighters.
Right.
I played some SNK games, and I know who Terry is. I think Terry is the best representative for Smash from SNK.
Yeah.
Because he's like the most well-known character. He's basically their Ryu. So that's a very good. I think it's a good pickup. I know a lot of people complaining. My only issue is so far every character that they've announced so far has been a male. So it's 4 characters announced so far, and it's all male characters so far. So they need female representation. So hopefully the next character will be a female. Yeah. But the other good news is that we're also getting more. So
that's the video that we need to do. Representation of like. In games, because like I always get excited when I see like a main character that's a woman or something, because it's not that often.
See, if it wasn't for your anxiety, you could play Control.
What's Control?
It's a action game that just recently released. I have it on my PC, and it's the main character is a female.
Oh, yeah, too much anxiety.
Yeah, I don't think you're ready for that one yet.
If Undertale gives me anxiety, then
How does that get you?
Because
you're doing a pacifist run.
I know, but still, you know what's her name? Undyne running at you with the spears and stuff. No, that's no.
Oh, and then we're going to move on to my favorite part of the direct, Link's Awakening. That game looks so gorgeous.
Yes. It does.
Oh my goodness, that game.
I can't wait for it.
I can't wait. September 20th. That's our sister's birthday. She might get neglected on that day. Because again, another game that I played and I got stuck, so I'm more than likely going to stream Link's Awakening when I get it, just so I can show where I always get stuck and I just never try to beat the game. After that, I just leave it there.
I'll have to help you with that.
No, I got it this time. I don't need help with Zelda games.
I do. This will be the first one I'm
It's just that
playing.
when I get frustrated, sometimes I put a game down, and then I might come back years later. It's like remember what I did with Pokemon Diamond?
I still can't believe that.
How many years did I put that down for?
Forever.
It was years, and then I came back and finally
Diamond
beat
and
it.
Pearl are like the best of the. I love those games.
Yeah, they're fun games.
But yeah, this will be the first Zelda game I'm playing, I think. Well, besides Four Swords, but that doesn't really count.
You haven't played any other Zelda?
I think I tried playing Wind Waker, maybe. But I love watching you guys play it. I just never I'm too paranoid when it comes to the temples and stuff like that.
Right.
I can't do that, but this game looks cute, so I think I could get through it. Hopefully. I'll play in the light.
Yeah,
So
I have a question about this. So the price is going to be $60, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that is fair, or should it be a little bit lower?
See, I'm on both sides of the fence. The reason why I would justify it being $60 is because it's a game that was released a long time ago, and look at the level of the remaster. I mean, it's a really good update. But it also was a game that came out on the Game Boy Color, and it was maybe $30?
I think so, 30 or 20.
So that's doubling the price. I mean, it should be a $40 budget title, especially since it seems like the only thing that they're adding is that dungeon building thing. But I see why they're charging $60, and I'm obviously gonna buy it for the full price. I mean, and that's the thing. Nintendo is going to charge what they think you're going to pay, and Nintendo games don't ever go down in price, and people are gonna buy it. It's gonna sell a lot, especially coming off of Breath of the Wild. You can't sell a Zelda game for a discount.
True. Yeah, that does make sense. But,
aren't the games usually $60?
like big name titles will be 60, but
remasters
Oh,
and
okay.
remakes are often less, especially like from the other console makers. Sony, if they release, well, not even Sony as an example, like for an example, the Spiral collection and the Crash collection, those both I believe came out at 40,
I think so.
and those were 3 games.
Mm.
And I mean, those are also pretty large remaster. I mean, again, the Zelda games goes further back, but still, I understand why. I understand the argument, and I'm not against the argument at all. I understand why people think that it should be a $40 title
Yeah.
or
Like,
less.
I definitely do think it's reasonable to be 60. There's just like such a noticeable upgrade as far as like graphics
Yes.
and animations, things like that.
Yes.
Like you can definitely understand why people would be frustrated and like not want to play the price, but I definitely think for how like critically acclaimed the game was when it first came out, I think it's definitely like worth it. And I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna complain about the price, then I don't think the game would necessarily be for you.
Exactly.
Like, if you want to play the game, then play it. It's just not the same as like watching somebody play the game and then like trying to get a feel if you want to play it for yourself. You know?
Exactly.
Also, like, it had other characters in it. I saw Kirby in it. Was it
yeah,
that?
There was like cameos of like certain
Yeah,
characters.
it was really cool.
Yeah. There was Kirby and
I forgot who
Some
else
other
was
characters.
it.
There's a
Yeah.
chain chomp. There's
Chain
Goombas.
chomp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I like that.
yeah.
Okay, so the next game we're moving on to is another September release. Nintendo is killing me this September.
all my money.
Like seriously. But this is another game that has angered a lot of people on the internet. Dragon Quest. Because of just the fact that it came out on the PlayStation 4 first, and they're adding all of these things to this edition that the PlayStation is not getting.
Right.
So I know a lot of
Oh,
PlayStation fans are hoping that they at least patch these things in at a later time, but I don't know. It looks really good, and of course it did look better on the PlayStation 4, but it still looks very good on the Switch. I'm definitely going to purchase. I love the 2D mode, and so it brings
That's
me
really
back
cool.
to old school Dragon Quest. And again, the regular game looks nice. I know it runs at 30 frames per second, but it looks like it's going to be a very good game. I haven't played the demo yet, but I did download it. But I've been engrossed in Fire Emblem, so...
Of course.
I've never played a Dragon Quest game. I think I've seen you play it because I remember those slime thingies, whatever they're called.
Yes.
Did we
But-
have Dragon Quest Monsters?
No.
What
I
did
think I
we...
might have asked for it, but I didn't get it.
Do we have a Dragon Quest game for the Wii?
No.
We didn't?
I think we have Dragon Quest Rocket Slime.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had,
That's
Okay,
what I
we did have
remember, yeah.
Rocket Slime.
Didn't that have mini games?
yeah, it was like a
Okay.
mech versus mech type thing.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Dragon Quest game for the PS2, I think, where the hero had the bandana. I don't remember which one it was.
Oh, that's Dragon Quest 8.
Yeah, that one.
How
Yeah,
many
that's
Dragon
the-
Quest games are there?
That's the first Dragon Quest game that I purchased for myself. And guess what? I never beat it. Like I said though, Fire Emblem was the first RPG I've ever beaten in all of my years of playing games, and I've played tons of RPGs. But Fire Emblem was the first one I beat. But I think I'm going to start playing more, and especially because I mean the Switch is like a RPG machine.
Yeah.
All they're doing is announcing a ton of RPGs for it, so I'm definitely going to start trying to play more.
Yeah. And the more they release RPGs, the more people are just going to want to play them.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely just like piling up, and then all these releases, like the new releases and old releases, it's perfect actually.
I wonder if they're gonna remake any of the Dragon Quest games on the Switch the way that they did on the Game Boy. I'm sorry, on the 3DS.
I think they definitely should.
They should.
There's like
Sure.
a lot of like really good ones that I feel like would definitely do justice on the Switch. Like Dragon Quest V, Dragon Quest 9, I think it's 6 or 7. Those would be like really good for the Switch.
So many.
Yeah.
And Charlie probably paid like half.
have.
The next one, another dag. Looking at this is a nice little run here. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I've heard really good things about it. I'm on an RPG kick. This is a game that was on the Wii U. Didn't sell that well because, for one, it started out. It was when they announced it. It was called Fire Emblem / Shin Megami Tensei. Right. So everybody expected it to be like a mashup of those, especially from the trailer that they showed. And then I guess a lot of people felt like it was a bait and switch when they saw what the game is. But I've heard really good things about it. The game reviewed very well, and then it didn't sell well at all. Next one. This is a surprise for me.
Yeah, Deadly Premonition.
Deadly Premonition 2.
Nope. No thanks.
Deadly Premonition, I own it, never played it. Well, I heard, all I know is it's a weird game.
Yeah, I think it has like a weird story development-wise. Like, the creator initially wanted it to be something completely different, like not with the zombies and ghouls that they have in the game. But the co-producer, I think, had like mixed emotions towards that idea, and like they just had to like mix together that idea, and it didn't really go over well. It's like, I feel like it's just a game that's appealing to a different type of audience than the initial producer actually wanted it to be, and that's kind of where the problem stemmed from. It's like, when you have conflicting ideas like that, and you want to portray something different in a game, but you can't do it, then as you can continue to make the game, then you just see like there's some like lack of effort and feeling into towards like making the game itself. So it's definitely like sad, because I saw like some people play the game and it looks kind of interesting as far as like the mystery of the game is, but gameplay, it definitely does not fit at all.
Yeah, from what I hear, the gameplay is really janky, but it's one of those games where you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. I know you all heard of movies that are so bad they're good, and that's what this game for a lot of people is. It's something that it's not supposed to work, but for some reason they enjoy it. So I'm probably gonna eventually play it, because I do have it on my Xbox, and now it's launched today on the Switch, the first one. And then, like, I'm shocked that they announced the second one for the Switch. I mean, I don't think it was announced period before today. So that's a big surprise.
And it actually looks pretty good, too. Like, as far as graphics are concerned. I think it looks pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely checking it out. And the next game that we're going to move on to, another RPG, Divinity. This game has reviewed very well on PC. And I think it's on the Xbox and the PlayStation 4. Xbox One and PlayStation 4. It's a action RPG.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a Diablo type game, but I hear that it's more of a full-fledged RPG than Diablo is. But it definitely caught my interest. I want to check that out. I was looking at a game that looks similar to it, Torchlight, that just recently released on Switch. And I'm thinking about downloading. But that looks good as well, and again, they've like it has really good reviews.
Yeah,
that was pretty. It had a nice art. Of course, it's not my thing, but I like that you could like the characterization. Like, I like customizing, having like choosing what character you want to be. I love that.
Yeah. Does it have multiplayer?
Yeah,
so so I mean, it's not your thing, but we can co-op that. We recently played some Ultimate Alliance, and even though the camera is trash in that game,
it's really bad.
But it's fun. The next game, Doom 64. I purchased all of the Doom games that recently came out when they dropped them. So I have Doom 1, Doom 2, and then I have Doom 3. Doom 64 I never played, because when we had a 64, that was before I was buying games, so we didn't get a ton of games back then. Yeah. I know that it looked really good in the direct.
Yeah.
Especially for a Nintendo 64 game.
Yeah.
I heard that they upped the lighting some, you could tell, but it looks really nice. I'm definitely gonna purchase it. I probably own every Doom game. Yeah, I think I own all of the Doom games except for 64 now. And
how many have you beat?
None. But I just recently bought those, and then again Fire Emblem came out, so Fire Emblem stopped me playing everything. The only thing I've really put time in since Fire Emblem was Mario Maker here and there.
Yeah.
which again, Mario Maker is an amazing game. That's something I'm surprised about. We got no Mario Maker news.
Honestly,
like, what would you get?
I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it the Mario Party treatment. I would not be surprised if they just added nothing.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna add something. I mean, Mario Maker did just come out. What,
2 months ago?
Yeah, so there's still time. For some reason, I still think that we're gonna get a surprise Mario Party announcement, and that's gonna be like a December game or something.
I hope so.
And again, that's just gonna be a new Mario Party. It's not gonna be any DLC for the one that's current. But I don't think they're gonna do that with Mario Maker. I expect some kind of additional content, but I still think they're gonna add another style. And I think that there's still some tools that are needed for building.
Yes, for sure. We can talk about that later.
Never played.
Yes.
Well, apparently I did play
That's
Mario Maker.
another video. Rogue Company, another shooter. Again,
Not my
I'm
favorite.
welcoming all shooters to the Switch. Well, not all, because I don't want no trash games. But it looks pretty good. They need more third-person shooters as well, especially team-based and online-based third-person shooters. Like I said, I'm welcoming all good shooters to the Switch because they definitely need more. That's a area in which Nintendo doesn't have. Yeah, they're lacking. I mean, they have Splatoon, which is a great game, but Splatoon is kind of old now. Splatoon 3, please, like soon, really soon. But I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna watch videos and make my determination. And hopefully they'll like drop a demo or something when it's getting close. But I'm definitely gonna check it out because again, I think that there's a definite need for shooters on the Switch.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like this game, even though they didn't show too much, as far as I can tell, it's probably gonna be hit or miss. Because with shooters, you have to like really appeal to certain audiences, and because there's so many shooters at the top of the ladder, if you don't really make yourself out there with like different kind of mechanics and then different guns that are actually interesting, then you're probably not gonna get a lot of traction on your game. So if they can actually like somehow find a way to make themselves seem like unique,
Stand out.
then then it should be fine. But if they can't do that, then I don't know what to say.
Well, that's why they announced it on a perfect platform, though, because they're announcing it on a platform at this point that really doesn't have a lot of competition.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. I'm hoping that it's going to be a good game. Next.
Pokemon! Here we go.
Yes, the game that has the internet in shambles.
Okay, so the first thing, it looks so beautiful.
Yes, I do agree. I think
people were talking about how it looks, but I love it. I still love the open wild part. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like the customizing your look and stuff. Like you can fully customize your look. I love that.
Yes.
And the hair. I love being able to change your hair because like you don't get a lot of choices for that. You don't. So I like that. I really like that. Pokemon Camp. That's really cool. I like that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, everybody was saying that they wanted this to be Pokemon's Breath of the Wild moment. So Game Freak was like, okay, we're going to throw Cook in it.
It reminds me so much of the show.
But
like,
no,
yeah.
I think it's cool. I think that they're doing a lot with this game. I think still that they should have really taken the wild Pokemon over the full map.
Yeah.
From Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, and maybe next time that's what will be done.
Yeah.
But it's looking good to me.
It looks really
I'm
good.
not angry about the missing Pokemon. I mean, it's bound to happen. You're not gonna have every Pokemon in every Pokemon game, and also I'm not angered by the fact that they're using old character models. I mean, it's a ton of Pokemon.
Yeah.
So eventually, of course, they're gonna have to upgrade them, but I don't think they need to be upgraded at this point yet.
Yeah, and I'm liking the new Pokemon so far.
Yeah.
The two ones that they announced were kind of cool. I like what's the bird's name? Crammering or something like that. And the move where it spits the fish out. Yeah, that was really cool. I like it. It's funny, and I like the tea.
Yes.
Pull tea guys. That's hilarious, you guys.
Yes, it
I
is.
love it.
Yes, it is.
I think it's gonna be a great game, but then again, I'm like, I love Pokemon, so
I already know.
yeah.
And yes, this time I'm gonna try to beat it like not next year. Mm-hmm. No, but I mean, I have to beat games more quicker now, so we'll see. The next one was an announcement that I expected.
It's about time.
I expected it, but I kind of also expected them to charge for the SNES game. I expected them to make it a new tier on Nintendo Online, so I was surprised by that. I love Super Nintendo games, especially because some of those games that they're launching are some of the greatest games of all time. I mean, you're getting Metroid, you're getting Link to the Past, you're getting Mario World, yes,
Yoshi's
Kirby
Island.
Dream Land. Kirby Dream Land 3, I think.
Yeah, and Dream Course.
Yes, I'm excited.
So hopefully this time next year they'll be announcing Nintendo 64 games for free as well. Yeah, all right. Hey, I can hope, but again, this is better than NES. I think that they've exhausted at least the majority of the first party NES games. There are still a lot of third party games that they should be trying to release, and I guess maybe third parties aren't being, for lack of the word, I can't even think of the word right now, forthcoming. Who knows? But anyway, I think that it's a good addition. I like Super Nintendo games, and there are a lot of classics. There are a lot of classics that they can release. Final Fantasy games, Dragon Quest games. I believe I saw Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Yeah,
that
was there.
That game is hard. I can tell you right now, that game is hard. But yeah, hopefully we get some Castlevania goodness, because that's something that's missing.
Yeah. Also, they have a controller that also will not be able to drift, which is good.
Next one, another game that I love, and Shane is not going to be messing with. Rosie is not going to be messing with.
No.
Tetris 99. Listen, Tetris is an amazing game.
I like Tetris on its own, but that one, no.
Well, y'all can't get in anyway because y'all don't have Tetris Maximus like I do.
What is that?
You have to win.
You won?
I won a few times. I'm nice. I won a few times. Hopefully I don't have to win again to get in, because I haven't played in a while and I'm kind of rusty. And plus my controller's drifting, so...
Yeah, that's a problem.
Massive
That's
problem.
hilarious.
But I like the additions. Is a physical version coming, I believe?
Yeah.
I might get
you online too.
I might get the physical version, even though I won't need to get the online, so that's kind of... But I might get the physical version just because I like having the games physically. But again, I'm a huge Tetris fan. I like Tetris 99. I put a ton of hours into it already, and eventually I'm going to get back to playing it.
I want a regular Tetris.
Well, no.
There's Puyo Tetris.
There's Puyo Puyo, but also if you purchase the 99, you get like regular stuff.
You got money?
I'm just not a fan of the paid DLC.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of stupid to have offline play being gated by paying.
Yeah, that's really
I don't think they should have done that. Yeah, it should have been definitely the other way around. But I understand they wanted to get into the Battle Royale hype, I guess. But still, I think it's not good to have to pay to play offline when it's like a Tetris game.
Like
it's like
Fortnite?
Yeah, that's kind of what it...
Let's see, versus 99 players. I don't think...
I don't like stuff like that. It's not my thing.
Well, Fortnite's not my thing, but...
You claim it is.
I do that to annoy y'all. Like, I play like one round and then I turn it off. The next game, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
I think that's cool. I'm going to play it because I haven't really... Well, we played it once before, one of those games, but
I think it's cool for one reason and one reason only.
Mario punches Sonic.
No, I like the 8-bit things. I like the 8-bit. If I play it, that's how I'm gonna play it. Just the 8-bit because it looks really cool.
And that's the story mode, right? You could, they get turned into the, that's cool.
I've watched, I've watched some videos and it actually does look like a good game even without the 8-bit, but the 8-bit is the selling point for me.
It's like it reminds me of like a Mario Party kind of like Wii Sports thing, and I'm like, I want to play that.
Well, yeah, we love those kind of games anyway, so we're definitely going to put some time into that.
Multiplayer, family games.
The next one is Damon Ex Machina.
No.
I've always thought this game looks really nice. I didn't play that initial demo, which everybody said was garbage. But I heard that it improved at E3 this year. And they're releasing another demo, so I'm definitely going to check this one out to see if I'm going to spend my money on it, which more than likely, even if it's good, I'm probably going to wait because there are just too many games to buy this year. And I'm not trying to buy a million games.
I'm going to buy a million games.
Especially since I have to buy 2K next week, and then I got to buy 2K next week, 2K Friday, and then I got to buy Zelda, and then I got to buy Dragon Quest, and then some other stuff. Yeah, too much. But I'm gonna definitely play the demo to see. Again, I've always thought that visually it's kind of striking. Next one is Star Wars Jedi Knight 2. I know, but this is supposedly the best lightsaber fighting game out of all time.
The fighting looked cool.
And it also opens the door for more Star Wars games to come to the Switch. So it's not going to be a huge seller. It's going to sell to the niche sell to the niche that see, you messed me up. It's going to sell to the niche that it's meant to sell to. But I think that it also does open up the door for more Star Wars games. Maybe we can get KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic. RPG game, one of the best RPGs of all time.
You lost me.
Whatever. I'm a Star Wars fan, forget y'all. Next we're gonna move on to another game that I do have to purchase, sadly. The Witcher 3. Looks good.
Looks nice, but not my thing.
Nah, you're gonna make you play it, you're gonna stream it. No, it looks good though. I'm definitely going to check it out. I've never played The Witcher.
I played the first two. I didn't like them.
I heard the first two were kind of... Well, I heard that the third one's a step up from the first two. Definitely going to check it out. It looks good. It looks good on the Switch. Next one. Assassin's Creed.
Oh, Assassin's Creed, right. I forgot about that.
Meh.
You could say meh, but I believe those are looked upon as the two best Assassin's Creed games until the one that just recently came out. I played... Which one is it? What's it? It's Rogue and
Black Flag.
I played some of Black Flag and I liked it. I especially like the pirate ship parts, but I enjoyed it, and I think that. Well, I hope it runs better than the last Assassin's Creed game that they released, which for some reason ran worse, seemingly, than the one that came out on the Wii U, which makes no sense at all. So hopefully this one runs well, and runs, Shayna. So it's not like bugging me. Mad annoying. I hope it runs well. I want more games from Ubisoft anyway. We need what do we need? A new Rayman game?
Rayman, yes. Yes.
Yes.
That was mad loud, but yes.
Yes. I just need more things. When are we gonna get Mario plus Rabbids 2? We need a
I haven't even played
sequel to that.
Whatever. You have it, right?
Yeah, I have it. And I have it digitally, but you already did the thing with Charlie, so I don't think you can do it on my account too.
I don't know. Charlie was pressing a bunch of buttons, so I didn't know he was.
Anyway, we're gonna move on from Assassin's Creed to Dauntless.
That game looks okay.
It does.
It's just going to be a copy of Monster Hunter, which could go over pretty badly if it doesn't really deliver.
But if it does deliver, that's something that the Switch kind of needs right now, since Capcom has not announced a current Monster Hunter for the Switch. Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Go ahead, Rosie.
I did not expect them to do an Animal Crossing trailer again. I did not expect it. It looks amazing. I am so excited for this game. I really like the promo video that they did for the island. That was really cool. Yeah, I just like you start off with 10. That's like that's so cool.
Hopefully I get past that temp.
Yes.
You will.
No, I like Animal Crossing.
I love it. I love the phone. I don't care what anyone says. The phone is cool. I like that.
People are saying negative things about the phone.
Yeah. People saying like it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be more primitive. I'm like, no, it's going with.
Why does it have to be?
First of all, we're on an island. Let's have a phone.
Well, then the argument could be how you get a reception on the island, but.
Tom Nook has some.
he built some cell towers. Definitely have to use your bells to get.
Crafting, amazing. It just reminds me of Stardew Valley, which I was really into. It looks like so much fun because you couldn't like get like could you like branches and stones? You couldn't do that in other games.
No.
Yeah, that's new. I really like that. It's really cool. I like having the furniture outside. That's gonna be amazing. And I don't know. It's like you can like make your own paths and make it how you want.
You don't have to design.
Yeah, you don't have to like make a design and put it down.
Yeah.
That's really amazing. I'm so excited. Why is it not March 20th?
Y'all are gonna get so much March 20th. Like,
March
are you
20th.
serious? I keep on telling you that it's close, and then now like March 20th. That's 6 months away.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm really excited for it. It's really beautiful. And I like
it looks really
the snacks. Nice. You could have a snack and it'll help you like shovel up a tree.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. That's like the Sims kind of like energy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love it.
And then we're going on the closer. Some people are disappointed because they wanted Xenoblade Chronicles X. Especially since we've already gotten Xenoblade for both the Wii and for the 3DS. But I think that releasing the first one again is a smart move.
Yeah.
You can release that this year, you can release X next year, and then you can release whatever the next game is whenever after that. I looked at comparisons. It's definitely a nice upgrade from the original, and the original was already a good looking game. And it looks really good. Again, I'm on my RPG kick, really so good. I'm definitely going to check that out. And hopefully that'll be the next RPG I get into because I haven't played any of the Xenoblade games yet.
Me neither.
So
I didn't know what it was when it turned up. It looked really nice. I thought it was like the Zelda game. But
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I really thought it was Zelda, but I was like, Zelda's going to be in space, isn't it? I'm hoping it's going to be in space. That would be really cool.
I don't know.
Zelda in space?
I don't know if Zelda's going to be in space.
Zelda in space.
I know that I know that there is a Zelda game. What I mean? No. What I can say? I forgot.
Zelda in space?
Zelda in space. We can talk about that when we talk about concepts. Back to Xenoblade. Oh, what I was going to say about Xenoblade is that Xenoblade... The reason why I kind of remind you of Zelda is because they helped with Breath of the Wild. The people that made Xenoblade, they helped with Breath of the Wild, with the world building and everything. So... If you watch me and Charlie play this game, because I know you're not going to play it, nope. I hear that the environments in the Xenoblade games, period, are amazing. But I've seen videos and I've seen GIFs of Xenoblade, the original one, and the scope is amazing.
Yeah.
So, how would you rate this direct?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Yeah.
No, not 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10. There was no Zelda.
Well, Link's Awakening.
He means Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
We're not seeing Breath of the Wild 2 until probably like you know when I expect to see Breath of the Wild 2? Game Awards.
Probably. When is that?
I believe it's December. I think it's either November, December.
December the best month.
Shayna. Rosie.
I think I would give it like personally 10 out of 10 probably because I wasn't expecting Animal Crossing at all. I don't know when Kirby games releases, but so I was really excited when I saw that. Yes. Still waiting for Waluigi and Smash, so maybe like a 9.5 out of 10. No, because they said they're gonna release more fighters, so I feel like they know that we want Waluigi, so they add him. I also said like Tom Nook would be a good Smash character. That would be cool. Yeah, imagine like his Smash is like handing you a bill.
Nope. You know who should be a character?
Who?
Rossetti.
Oh yes, yes. But he's a isn't he
he's an
assist
assist trophy?
Yeah. So is Waluigi. But yeah.
Yeah, but Waluigi needs to be in the game.
Yes.
My rating. I'd give it a 8. 8 or a 9. I enjoyed it. A lot of good games and content. But yes, it didn't have any Zelda. Well, it didn't have Breath of the Wild 2. It didn't have... I kind of expected like a Mario announcement.
Yeah.
I expected like either Galaxy or...
That would be great. Galaxy or
Odyssey 2.
Odyssey 2, please.
What I really expected was a Sunshine remaster, especially after they teased us on Twitter.
What did I say?
Oh yeah,
it was just a tweet saying something. It said something about Sunshine, and it had Mario eating.
Yeah, people were speculating about that. He was
eating the watermelon.
Yeah. But
I have to do something about that. It's an 8, 9. It was a really good direct.
It was.
A lot of good content, a lot of good games. Nintendo keeps on trying to break my wallet, and I'm not liking it.
Look, your wallet's open right there.
I'm starting to see. It's still not the third party support that a lot of people want, but I'm starting to see a ramp up in third party support, getting some Western third party support, which is really needed. I mean, they've already been getting the support from Japan, but it looks like they're starting to get some Western third party support. So I'm hoping that the next direct is a continue of this ramp up, so that we can see more. But I'm looking forward to it. We have a few things announced for next year. Mm-hmm. We have too much stuff for the rest of this year.
There's going to be even more too.
I know. Yeah, I'm still expecting something else. I didn't expect Town.
Oh yeah.
I didn't expect that to come. I know that they said it was going to be a 2019 game, but being that we hadn't really heard anything about it since it was announced, I wasn't expecting it to come out this year.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. And I mean, it's odd to see Game Freak putting out a game in October and then they're putting out Pokemon in November. Yeah. Surprising. I'm BK Son.
Rosie.
Arden.
Find us on Twitter, and you can find us on Instagram at WePlayTwoMuch.
TWO.
TWO. Anyway,